I have an update, a big time update. Now, I'm trying to update those who don't know much about borrowing and how it works with budgets. Now, before any country or any nation should say they want to borrow, the National Assembly must be in the know. It has to be stipulated in the budget submitted to the National Assembly for approval. Now, borrowing in a stable economy. Now you can see that Nigerian economy is being stable, unlike before, whereby you cannot even predict it, whereby the inflation was just skyrocketing and the price, even the exchange rate is going up and down. Now, this is the good news. Now, since the Nigerian economy is stable, now investors can know where to put their money. They cannot predict, okay, the exchange rate and stuff like this. So these are the benefits of a stable economy. So borrowing in a stable economy, in a stable economy, borrowing plays a crucial role, and is a tool to economic growth and investments and even developments. A stable economy is kind of characterized by low inflation, steady GDP growth, and predictable interest rates and balanced fiscal environments. In such a setting, borrowing by both the government, even by the private sector, can be a strategic tool rather than a sign of distress. Now, let's go more into the concept and the meaning of borrowing a stable economy. You see, borrowing refers to obtaining funds from external or internal source to finance spending, investments, or development projects. So, in a stable economy, borrowing is usually done in stimulates growth, improve productivity, or even maintain fiscal balance, not to cover deficits caused by poor management. No, it's not acceptable. Well, so not like paying money to pay salary or to pay overhead costs. As far as the money being borrowed, to supplement a budget. So it's way to go. Let's say you have a revenue of 100,000, and you now borrow 10,000, to supplement the budget, the revenue. No, it's part of kind of something that you cannot build today with all your resources. You can, since it's something that will take a lifetime and it's a sustainable and a continuity of a thing. You can borrow money to do that, so that not the present generation will pay for the loans, so everyone will benefit from it. Just like a road, you are constructing a road, a big project. Now that road will serve for years, it will serve many generations. So a present government cannot use all the resources to build that kind of road, so it can borrow money to build that kind of road, and people pay toll gate on that road. Before you know it, every generation will contribute to the development of that road. So those are the things about borrowing. So reason for borrowing in a stable economy. Now let me tell you one thing. As I say now, infrastructure investment. Government borrow to build roads, power plants, schools, hospitals, which enhance long-term productivity. Number two again, government borrow in terms of economic expansion. Borrowing can help fund projects that generate employment and expand the productive capacity of the economy. You can still borrow money for monetary policy tools. Central bank may use borrowing through bonds, to control money supply and maintain price stability. And again, private sector growth again. Businesses borrow to expand operations. Adopt new technology, innovation, or other new markets, knowing that stable condition reduce risk. Now, the last one. Let's go to the counters. Let me say counter cyclical spending. Even in a stable economy, borrowing can cushion against external shock. Yes, that is why most of these advanced countries borrows money as well, like US, UK. In fact, recently UK just filed a borrow supplement to the Congress for approval. So you can see every country that wants to be great must borrow. So, e.g., commodity price drop or a global recession. So you can borrow for external shock. Now let's go to the let me just put it to let's go to the characteristics of borrowing in a stable economy again. Now you see low and predictable interest rates. Borrowers can plan repayments efficiently, and higher investors' confidence. See, domestic and foreign investors are willing to lend because of low default rates. As far as you are paying back and you are not defaulting, they will borrow you that money, and that money you will use it to sustain other projects. People will say, okay, Nigeria is making so money, they're making so. Now, if they should use that money, remember that the Nigerian government will pay the immigration service, the air force, pay a lot of agencies. So those are the things that is important.